Looks like we are live. It is Tuesday, December 18th, 2018. Happy Tuesday if you're watching this live. Happy all the other days and all the other times if you're watching a replay of this. I'll give you all a couple minutes to log in here, and I'm just going to share this on my other pages real quick. Be sure to say hello. Let me know why don't we say hello and what you are most looking forward to. Actually, no, let's not do that. Say hello and what are you planning on having for breakfast tomorrow? Let's go with what are you planning on having for breakfast tomorrow? And then I will get this on my other pages real fast, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. So bear with me for one moment. Say hello, where are you logging in from, and what you're planning on having for breakfast. And then we're going to, get this going here in just a second. I don't know why it's popping up. How funny. All right. I got two more to do really fast. And then I will be ready. Last one. And so if you're just logging in, we're hello and what you're planning on having for breakfast tomorrow. Okay, last one. Jeff, what's up, Jeff? Ham and eggs. Hey, Kathy, fruit and yogurt nuts. That sounds yummy. Amal, hey, Amal, how you doing? Linda, what's up, Linda? Protein shake, bread and cheese, maybe. That sounds like some good breakfasts tomorrow. Alrighty then. So I want to hop on today and share with you a quick message. If you have questions at all about this, be sure to post them, include them below. It is my intention to really serve you and help you get the most value out of this as possible. Also, I had 2 spots open this week for a strategy session with me. One of them got taken, so there's only one left, and I will post that link on here right now for one of you who may want to snatch this up. This is a session for you and I to meet and really do a deep dive into how coaching can benefit you and really help you close out 2018 and carry the momentum into 19 and make 2019 the most epic year. So if you're really serious about making some profound changes and you want to utilize coaching as an asset for that, I encourage you to reach out and grab that last spot left. It's the only one for this week. And I'm not sure if we'll have any next week. I might adjust my schedule a little bit because I think 2019 is going to be a very busy year. All right. So let's dive into today. Where you begin is not where you have to end. I think I mentioned with those of you who were on here yesterday, I have some really good friends in town visiting right now, and they're staying with me until Thursday. And, last night we got together and we had a couple cocktails and you got to reminiscing as sometimes good friends do. And inevitably, when you're doing that, you start to tell, old stories about times and the good old days and, what things were like and stuff. And it was kind of fun because we got some old photos out. And my friend and I were showing my friend's wife some old photos. And she was asking in these older photos, who is that? Who is that? And she was pointing at me. And we were laughing. We kept telling, well, that's me. And she didn't believe it was me. And then my friend was saying, he's like, no, it's really Jesse. He was a geek. He was really shy. He was a scrawny kid, which is all true. It was. I was a total recluse, really, really scrawny, super withdrawn, super insecure, super shy. I've shared this on here before, but honest to God, if somebody were to, I used to walk around. I would spend. In high school, before I'd go to school, I would spend upwards of 20 to 30 minutes a day picking my nose because I was so afraid if I had any boogers that were visible, it would draw more attention to people and they'd become more aware of what a horrible, ugly person I was. I literally would tell myself in the mirror every day that I was worthless, I was a waste of space, that I was a mistake, that I was God's punishment to my parents, just horrible, horrible things. When I would walk around, I'd carry myself with my head hanging, my shoulders slumped forward because I had zero self-confidence. I had no self-esteem, and I absolutely hated the person I saw in the mirror. That's where I began. And, fast forward to today, I don't feel any of those things. I walk with my head held high, my heart pushed up. I love who I am. I strive to continue to evolve and grow and become more even better version of myself, a better person. But it was such a great reminder last night, because when I looked back at that kid who was in these photos, I remember all the pain and all the hurt he would carry around. I remember how he myself used to have these feelings and these voices inside of him that said he was meant for more, that he had the potential to do great things, he had the potential to help so many people. But I couldn't get out of my own way. I was so married to my stories about who I was and what I was and how I was unable or incapable of doing much more than that. How I was just these not nice thoughts I was thinking to myself. And much of my inner work and my inner journey was about changing that story. It was about recognizing that I wasn't my thoughts, that I was so much more than that, and that I could be more than that if I decided to be. It was one of the biggest compliments to be paid to me last night, that my friend could not recognize me in photos, because I've changed that much in time. The person you'd see in those photos there was just a sadness behind the eyes. It didn't look like he was really happy or stoked about living, because there's a large part of me that wasn't. It was I just felt I carried around so much self-imposed pain, and I'm a living proof that where you begin is not where you have to end up. See, sometimes in life, and maybe some of you are there right now, is you might be in a place in life where you're facing some challenges, you're struggling, you feel stuck, that you might have that battle going where there's this sense of knowing inside of you that there's more out there for you, that you're capable of more, that you're meant for more, that you can do more. But for whatever reason, you're not able to achieve and experience more, because you have these mental and emotional constructs that have been built and created inside of you that are inhibiting you, that are holding you back. You might be wrestling with the torture that causes the torture of, that there's that specialness, that magic inside of you, but you can't quite tap into it because you're so inhibited by these stories and the fears and the trepidations and the things that have held you back. I get that. I lived there. I lived much of my early life there. And where you begin is not where you have to end up. See, at any given time, we have the ability to draw lines in cement and sand and make statements and make declarations for ourselves that how things have been are not going to be how it has to be going forward. It's quite fortuitous that it's now, 14 days left in the year. And here we are on the precipice of a new beginning. The symbolic new beginning, new year comes with a clean slate full of unlimited opportunities, as does today and as does tomorrow. But there's something symbolic about the new year that really gives us that we kind of enter into January with a renewed sense of hope of what could be possible, what could be a potential for us. I get it. I really believe that each and every day is full of possibility, and I can feel myself getting excited with anticipation about the potential of a new year. So your life will always be whatever you decide to make of it, and how it's been and how it is doesn't mean that's how it has to end up. I encourage each and every one of you that really hone in your direction you're going, sharpen your focus, and put your attention towards what it is you really want. If you're not getting the exact results you want in your life right now, that's okay. But recognize that you can get the results you really want if you work through it and you acknowledge that where you are right now doesn't mean that's where you have to end up. Get clear on your goals. Less than 3% of people set goals. Of the 3% of people who set those goals, 90% of them achieve those goals, because it gives us something to focus on. Remember, a goal is not what you don't want. A goal is what you do want. Take that time to acknowledge it, embrace it, and it's okay to want. So often we restrict our desires and our ambitions because we feel bad or we feel selfish to ask for, or say that we want this, or it's greedy or anything like that. It's not at all. To want things, to want to achieve, to want to set goals, to want to achieve them is a beautiful thing. It gives you passion, it gives you desire, it gives you drive in life. I'm willing to bet that if I asked each and every one of you if you want to have a good relationship, you'd probably say yeah. If you want to have a great relationship, you'd probably say yeah. If I said you have a choice to choose to earn $50,000 a year, to choose to earn $150,000 a year, doing the same work, everything else, you'd probably want to earn the extra $150,000, the extra $100,000, right? Because of what doors that would open up for you, what possibilities it great for you. So it's okay to want. It's okay to want. And if you want to go from where you are to where you want to be, you have to allow yourself to want. You have to allow yourself to dream. You have to allow yourself to expand. You have to allow yourself to really spread your wings and soar. You have to allow yourself to fight through the fears, the veil of fear that might try to obstruct you from what you already know and hear. And that is that there's a specialness, there's a magic inside of you, that you're meant for so much more, that you're meant for so much greatness. And that's not to say that things have to be bad to undergo some sort of transformation. Things could be really good right now, but you want really great. And that's fucking awesome if that's you. Where I started off, it was a dark and lonely place, but as I progressed and worked through my stuff, and I realized that where I began is not where I'd end up, and I started to evolve into better versions of myself, I began to want more. Began to want more tools, more ability to serve people. I began to want a larger audience so I could reach more people. I wanted more things because I wanted to be able to help more people and reach more people. And that was just me evolving into the greater levels of myself. And I don't even think I've scratched the surface of my potential yet. I hope not. And so I want to continue to evolve. I want to continue to grow with that. And I encourage you to too, because growth is a beautiful thing. It's an essential part of life. And when we start growing, we start going the other way. So never limit yourself to growth. Tune off the negative Nancys and the naysayers. They're not in charge of your life. You are. They may have opinions, and you know what they say about opinions. They're like, everybody's got one. And just because they have one doesn't mean we have to give it much time a day. You think about how much time a day we'd give somebody's you-know-what, probably not a lot. And isn't it interesting that we'd give that same person more time with their opinions? Doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? So where you begin is not where you have to end up. And wherever you are right now is your beginning. So I encourage you to just kind of frame where you are right now at the beginning. And what that means is where you've been doesn't mean where you have to go. It means right now you have the opportunity to take a step towards what you really want and away from what you don't want, away from what may be holding you back or obstructing you. So take this message for what you will going into the rest of the week and into the year to come. Where you begin is not where you have to end up. You are the captain of your ship. You get to choose where you set sail. No longer do you have to subject yourself to the winds or the influences or under others, because you're the captain of your fate and you're the master of your destiny. So I hope this is helpful to you all. Any questions at all? And then really quick, I remember I have that one spot left for the strategy session with me this week. So if you want it, and again, this is only for people who are really serious about utilizing coaching now and going into the new year. I don't want to waste your time nor mine. And that link is there. There's one spot left. It will go. So if it's on your heart, if you resonate with this, if you feel like it might be of value to you, I encourage you to click, fill out the short form, grab a time slot to meet. And I will be talking to you soon. It's a journey. Preach it. Yeah, it was a great visit. I'm most definitely at the beginning. I'm excited for the journey. Awesome, Christine. I'm excited for your journey. You have an amazing one to come. I'm very confident in that. All right. I don't see questions. So tomorrow I may or may not be on here. If I am, I may hop on for a few moments in the morning. It's going to be my friend's last day here. I'm going to take the afternoon off to hang out with them. We're going to probably consume one too many adult beverages, and I definitely am not going to jump on Facebook Live during that. But I will be having a lot of fun and enjoying just making memories with friends and being present to that. So if I have a little bit, there's a small window in the morning I may be able to jump on, and if I can, I will. And I'll post something on there here for you all. But if not, we'll be back here sometime on Thursday and Friday. So I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to be here, sending you lots of love wherever you are, morning, noon, or night. Remember, Carpe Diem, seize the day, seize the moment. Make the most of it. It's the only chance you have to maximize right now. And if this resonates with you, click that link and let's set up a time to talk. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.